G'day guys, I'm going to be showing you today the TimberMap system in the John Deere harvester. It's a great program for mapping out the block and being able to see where all the timber is when you're in the harvester. At the moment, these rows that I'm thinning, they were going up and down the hill. Now they've changed the direction that they're planting and they're actually going across the hill, which I don't know why they've changed the direction, but they have. We're dealing with it. So we're going to be cutting across the rows, and it's made so much easier with this TimberMaps program. I can set 15 meter width in between me rows so that I've got correct tree counting on my left hand side for the stems remaining. But before I get into that and show you guys, a massive shout out to all you new followers. I've ticked over 500 followers, so that's awesome. I'm so stoked about that. But the biggest shout out is to Trademutt Australia for this shirt and the other ones that you sent through, the hats, the socks. My God, I love it. Thank you so much. You're doing a fabulous job in getting conversation started around mental health, and massive kudos to you guys. So if you're watching this video and you like the shirt or you want to know more about it, I'll put a link in the comment section or in the description. Trademutt Australia, get around them. Righto, let's do it. So as you can see, the rows are running that way. There's an out row and then there's the next row, but it's running against the way that the hill's going up and down. So what we do is we go across the rows in this direction, but we need to leave a 15 meter wide spacing in the rows. So I can do that by eye and it's pretty accurate, but just to double check it, I use TimberMaps. And this is a handy little feature that John Deere TimberMaps has incorporated with it. So I can go line of interest here and I can select on the middle of my row, of my previous row, and then if I just click there, I've got 14 meters, about, yeah, you know, it's in the vicinity on that line. So I put that line in earlier and that's how I marked it out. And I made it so that it's always 15 meters spacing. Now all I've got to do is follow that line as I harvest. So I know what you're thinking, how do I keep on that line while I'm harvesting? Well, when I use the drive pedal and just push forwards, it actually activates the TimberMap system. So I can keep an eye on that. And then whenever I activate the saw, it goes back to the run screen, just like so. come up the hill a little bit, and this is where the maps really shine. So I've got a slight corner in here, very slight, but it's enough to sort of throw you out. Because I've made those adjustments, I can follow that line and take this corner perfectly, because you can see how the rows veer off that way now, whereas that one was going straight up the hill, and now they're starting to curve, and the rows will probably follow suit now. Well, I wasn't so lucky. I come around the corner there, but the rows are still going off on an angle. So just gonna have to cut this line across the rows and get it done. Now, one downside to this block is it's full of these bloody rocks. And unfortunately, I just got one. So off the chain comes, but wind this screw in. This actually just got fitted the other day by John Deere, and very handy little system. So we can pull down on him, and we'll take this off. It's a little bit hard with one hand, but I'm managing. Out with the old, in with the new. I've got my nice little knife protector there. You don't want to get bitten by that sharp little thing. We'll roll him over the sprocket like so. Might need two hands for this. It's much easier with two hands. So I've got the brand new chain here. I'm going to have to roll him over. Slide that bar back. Roll it over the tip here. Make sure she's all good. No movement in the bar railing. And then I can unwind this, wind this screw back in. Remove the protector, and we're good to start cutting again. Actually got a nice little pine cone that's buried himself in the ground here. I'll use that as a little camera stay, be able to show you the view from the outside. Before I hop back in, I'll show you, we saw it on the map how I went around the corner, but now you can see I've come up here and around this corner, and I'll follow this all the way up. So at the moment we are on 21 degrees inclination and 2 degrees on side lay. It's all working in pretty well, and we should be pretty close on our line. Bingo, on the line. Not far to go. haven't done too bad. We're at the top of the hill now. The orange line is what I predicted the road would be, and the white line is where I've tracked. So it's not too bad. The other feature with this is we can see what's on the ground still. So the yellow circle is the wood that's still there in meters, and the black circles is wood that's been taken. And there's the nice view from the top of the hill. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like this video, be sure to check out my page for more, and if you're not subscribing yet, okay, give us a subscribe. Thanks guys, catch us.